Do you have trouble getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or walking without feeling like you're going to fall? You could have observed that your lower body strength is getting weaker if you're over 60. A lot of people think it's just a regular part of getting older. But here's the truth. Your muscles may be deteriorating for secret causes you don't even recognize. If you don't pay attention to them, your freedom could be in danger. Now imagine the opposite. Think about how good it would feel to walk with confidence, move without worrying about falling, and feel steady and strong again. Stay with me, because today I'll tell you 5 secret reasons why your muscles get weaker beyond age 60 and what you can do right now to reverse the decline and stay strong. Welcome if you're new here. Please join our community by subscribing. This channel is made just for senior people. We publish natural treatments, medical recommendations, and simple lifestyle changes every week that can help you digest better, protect your heart, strengthen your bones, remember things better, and have more energy. You won't miss any tips that can help you live a healthier, stronger, and more confident life after 60 if you sign up. Please stay with me, because what I'm going to tell you could dramatically change the way you get your strength back and your mobility back. Reason number 1. Losing muscle. Sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the primary and maybe most common cause why your lower body gets weaker. Don't let the medical term intimidate you. Sarcopenia is just a fancy way of saying that you lose muscle as you get older. It sneaks up on you. At first, you could merely feel a little more weary as you climb stairs. Notice that a supermarket bag feels heavy or have trouble getting up from a low chair. Most adults have already lost 20 to 30% of their muscular mass by the time they turn 60. You used to be able to do 4 steps of strength, but now you can only do 3. Picture it as a savings account for your muscles. You make a deposit every time you move, work out, or eat protein. But if you quit working out or your diet isn't good enough, it's like taking something out without putting it back in. The balance gets smaller with time, which means you have dangerously limited supplies of strength. This narrative might seem familiar to you. A man in his early 70s used to love to go trekking. He could easily climb trails in his 50s. But as the years went by, he sat more and moved less, and his muscle savings got less. By the time he was 72, even a modest hill seemed insurmountable. His strength and confidence both went down. It was a big deal when his doctor told him to do simple things like chair squats. You can wake up muscles that aren't working by standing up and sitting down again and over again while using a resistance band. His strength became better in a few months. His legs felt stronger, his balance came back, and most significantly, he felt confident enough to go hiking again. The best aspect is that losing muscle is not permanent. Research reveals that you can regain the strength you thought was gone forever, even if you're in your 70s, 80s, or older, as long as you keep moving and eat well. Mythbuster. A lot of older people think that only young people should do strength training. That's not right. Exercise that is gentle and regular works for people of all ages. Teaser for the transition. But here's the twist. Exercising alone won't save your muscles. Not only do you need to move to stay strong, but you also need to eat well. And that's exactly what we'll find out next. You already undertake any kind of strength training, such squats, leg lifts, or workouts with resistance bands. Please share in the comments. Someone else who watches this video might be inspired by what you've been through. Reason number 2. Bad blood flow. Poor circulation is the second explanation for weak legs. As we become older, our blood vessels gradually become stiffer and narrower. This means your heart has to work harder to pump blood through your body. When less blood gets to your muscles, they also get less oxygen and nutrients. If you don't get that regular supply, your muscles will become tired faster and start to deteriorate. Imagine that your muscles are workers in a bustling industry. Blood is the truck that brings them food and gas. The workers can't do their tasks if the trucks can't get through because the roads are too narrow or closed. The whole factory slows down over time. That is what happens to your muscles when blood doesn't flow well. I once knew an older person who liked to garden, but she could only stand for a few minutes until her legs felt heavy, like she was carrying sandbags. She thought it was just because she was getting older. But after consulting her doctor, she found out it was a problem with her blood flow. With a few small tweaks, she got her energy back by walking every day, resting with her legs up, and eating foods that helped her circulation. The best part is that those items weren't strange or hard to make. The changes were easy to make. A few walnuts instead of chips. Instead of cake, have a piece of dark chocolate after supper. Adding some salmon or berries to her meals once a week. These daily decisions helped her blood flow better, and her muscles stopped starving for oxygen. Before long, she was back in the garden, standing up straight. Cultural note: in Mediterranean countries, older people naturally eat items that are good for circulation, like fish, almonds, veggies, and olive oil. It's no surprise that a lot of them keep active and mobile into their elderly age. Stay with me because the following reason might surprise you. It has nothing to do with working out. It's about the nutrients that your muscles need every day but don't know they need. Have you ever felt swelling, tingling, or heaviness in your legs? Leave a comment below. Your tale could help someone else see that they aren't alone. Reason number 3. Not getting enough nutrients. Lack of nutrients is the third reason why your legs are weak. Think of your muscles as motors. If you don't feed the engine the correct fuel, it won't run, no matter how well it was made. The fuel is disappearing for a lot of older people. Protein, calcium, and vitamin D are the nutrients that people most often don't get enough of. Without them, ordinary tasks like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, and simply staying balanced become more difficult. Not because of your age, but because your body is out of gas. Protein helps muscles grow back and heal. Your strength decreases if you don't get enough. Calcium keeps your bones healthy so that your muscles can strain against them. Vitamin D is the glue that holds muscles and bones together. It also helps keep you from falling. There was a woman in her 60s who often felt shaky and exhausted. She believed it was just getting older, but after testing, her doctor determined that she was very low in vitamin D. Adding fortified milk, salmon, and eggs to her diet and spending some time in the sun helped her get her strength back in just a few months. She could walk further, stand up straighter, and her fear of falling started to go away. Good news, you don't need to make intricate food plans. Even a basic breakfast of an egg, a small bowl of yogurt, or a teaspoon of nut butter can assist. A plate of beans or a piece of chicken for lunch. For dinner, you may have some tofu, a piece of fish, or some cottage cheese. Add leafy greens or dairy for calcium, and let the sun or meals high in vitamin D do their job. In Japan, older people frequently eat little but steady portions of fish, tofu, and green vegetables every day. It's not about eating a lot of food. It's about getting enough food all the time. That's why a lot of older Japanese people are still active and mobile in their 80s and 90s. Myth: a lot of people think that older individuals need less protein. What is the truth? As you become older, you need more protein to keep your muscles from getting weaker. But here's something most people don't know. Even if your meal is flawless, sitting for too long might undo the good things it does. If you don't use your muscles, they won't stay strong. That's exactly what we'll talk about next. Do you keep track of how much protein or vitamin D you eat every day? If so, how do you do it? Leave your tips in the comments. They could benefit someone else. Reason number 4. Not moving around enough. Too much sitting is the fourth reason your muscles get weaker. It's easy, but incredibly dangerous. When you sit for a long time, your muscles pretty much stop working. They don't get used, therefore they get smaller and stiffer. This makes it more harder to walk, stand, or even hold your equilibrium. As time goes on, it seems that your body forgets how to move around freely. Think about what a normal day is like. You eat breakfast, watch TV, read, and then maybe watch more TV at night. It all adds up. TV, reading, and time on the computer. You may sit in a chair for a whole day without even realizing it. And every day that goes by, your muscles get weaker and weaker. That sounds bad, but the good news is that you don't have to work out for hours to make things better. A few minutes of activity throughout the day might wake up your muscles. I once talked to an older woman who seldom ever got up from her chair. She felt weak, stiff, and even a little hopeless. But she chose to adjust one minor thing. She started walking for only 5 minutes after dinner. 5 minutes turned into 15, then 20. Her balance was better, her energy went up, and she reported her mood got better in a few months. She thought she had her life back. Here are some helpful strategies for breaking the cycle of sitting. Get up every half hour, even if it's merely to stretch or walk in place. When your glass of water is empty, get up and fill it up. During TV shows, stand up and walk around during commercials. If you're reading or crocheting, set a soft timer to remind you to get up and exercise. Culturally speaking, older people in rural Asia often stay active without doing exercise. Gardening, sweeping, and walking to the market are all simple activities that keep your muscles and joints healthy. Myth: a lot of people think that brief motions don't count. But you might not know it. But simply a few minutes of walking or stretching a lot preserves your muscles more than you think. A lot of people don't pay attention to the next reason: joint pain. But it might not signify what you believe it does. Do you feel stiff after sitting for a long time? What small things do you do to relax? You could give someone else a new idea by sharing your tips below. Reason number 5: arthritis and joint pain. Joint pain and arthritis are the 5th reason for weak legs. When your knees, hips, or ankles suffer, it's normal to not want to move about as much. But your muscles get weaker when you don't move as much, and your joints have to work more harder as your muscles get weaker. It's a bad cycle. The startling truth is that not moving makes things worse. Gentle, low-impact movement can help relieve pain and improve the muscles that protect your joints. One of my family members had really bad knee arthritis. She was sure that working out would hurt her joints much more. But her physical therapist told her to give water aerobics a try. The water's buoyancy helped her weight, which took some of the pressure off her knees. She could move around without pain. In a matter of weeks, her pain went away, her flexibility got better, and her leg muscles got stronger. And here's the emotional part. She later informed me that the best present wasn't just decreased discomfort. She was free to walk to the park with her grandkids again. She didn't dread movement anymore. She liked it. If you suffer joint pain, here are some useful tips. Move first. Swim. Ride a stationary bike or do mild yoga to keep your muscles strong. To ease stiffness, eat foods that fight inflammation, such as turmeric, ginger, green tea, fatty salmon, and leafy greens. If the pain is bad, see a physical therapist. They can give you safe individual exercises. Culturally speaking, turmeric is not simply medicine in India. It is also a part of everyday meals. Many older people may be able to deal with joint pain more naturally since they eat anti-inflammatory spices every day. Mythbuster. A lot of older people assume that resting is the best thing to do for arthritis. But resting too much makes the muscles around your joints weaker and makes the discomfort worse. It's safer to move around gently than to stay still. Now that you know the 5 primary reasons your legs are weaker after 60, let's put them all together into one clear, useful plan for making your legs stronger. Do you have arthritis or stiff joints? What exercises or natural cures work best for you? Please share your tale in the comments. It could help someone else. Let's go over it again. Your legs can get weaker around age 60 because of 1. Losing muscle, sarcopenia. 2. Bad blood flow. 3. Not getting enough nutrients. 4. A life of inactivity. 5. Pain in the joints and arthritis. What is the answer? Be active, eat healthy, and stick to your plan. Strength doesn't go away overnight, and it doesn't come back overnight either. But if you keep working at it, you can get your mobility and independence back. Think about how great it would be to walk without fear, climb stairs with ease, and live life with less discomfort. There is yet a chance for that future. If you liked this video, please share it, like it, and subscribe. By signing up, you'll get weekly advice that helps you stay fit, strong, and independent after the age of 60. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.